Yes, we are. Will
I'm not sure
Meyer
what I
is
just
here,
said, but-
our movie expert. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, first up for the family, we have a clip when we want to talk about Cars 3 because that seems to be the big one right now. So here's a quick clip and we'll talk about it with Will.
We can only hope that this race today wasn't his last.
I decide when I'm done.
How you feeling?
I can't go out on the track and do the same old thing. It won't work.
It's futile to resist change, man.
You know what I'd do? What?
I don't know. I got nothing.
All right, tell me this is good, Will.
It is good. It
Okay.
surprised me because the second one has the reputation of being the worst Pixar movie ever made, and I actually went back and tried to watch it. I couldn't even make it through it. And so
Really?
the third one I didn't expect that much out of, but they go for heart more than humor here, and I think that's what really works. This is kind of just a mixture of Rocky 3 and Rocky 4. It's a tried and true underdog story, but it really works. And this movie moved me, which I didn't expect at all, and kids were really moved by it as well.
Awesome.
Great action too, great animation. I was just so surprised. I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's the best kids movie of the summer so far.
All right, very cool.
Okay, keeping with the kid theme, our next movie, Captain Underpants.
Yeah, Captain Underpants. This is another
Kids want to
solid
see
one.
it. Yeah, what did you think?
I enjoyed it, which I was surprised. It's based on the toilet humor-filled novel series for kids of the same name. I read these when I was a kid, and a lot of that toilet humor is in the movie, and that's why kids were howling with laughter when I was watching this film. Adults, you're not going to laugh as much, but you're still going to enjoy this film. I think that the animation is great. It's really imaginative, and it's a novel series about kids using their imaginations, and so I thought it was fun. I didn't expect a lot out of this film either, but I liked it. It's pretty solid, so I think that your kids are going to love this one. You're going to like it just okay, which I think is good enough. So if you're looking for something to take the family to see, this is another, good entry.
Okay, now one I love. I don't know what you think. The Minions are back again.
The Minions are back again.
Okay, tell us about this one.
Despicable Me 3. Yeah, this one, this is one where my expectations were high because the first couple are so good, yeah. But this film, I just think that the law of diminishing returns applies here. They're kind of short on ideas at this point. And so, Groot isn't even really despicable anymore. And so they don't really know what to do with him, it seems like, in this film. So they have Steve Carell voice another character, which I was excited about because he's so talented, but it didn't really bring that much to it. Trey Parker comes in as the villain from South Park, and he does a great job as this sort of corny 80s villain. The movie is not bad, but it's just not, it doesn't live up to the first couple, I thought. I mean, kids are still going to love it. I asked my nieces afterwards, they said, I loved it, it's fantastic.
Right.
And so they still loved it. Adults, I was reaching for the candy to get a sugar rush to kind of stay with this film.
Oh,
so,
boy.
yeah,
Okay.
It's not awful by any stretch of the imagination.
But the expectations
yeah,
were so,
exactly.
the bar is so
Yeah.
high.
Well, all right, let's look ahead to later this month, the Emoji Movie
Emoji
coming
Movie.
out.
There's only a couple other kids' movies coming out, and so this I think is going to be your best bet. I wouldn't have bet on this movie before because I thought really make a movie out of emojis, but if they can do it with trolls and Legos, I guess they can do it with emojis as well. It's a film that's from a really good animation studio. They brought us Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Arthur Christmas. We've got TJ Miller from Silicon Valley doing the voice work, as well as James Ford and Maya Rudolph. And it's about this multi-expressional emoji who wants to become a normal emoji. So it kind of reminds me of the Lego movie in some ways, and I'm just excited for this movie. I think it'll be definitely worth a look. It's hard to judge a movie by its trailer, but I'm intrigued by it. Want to definitely keep an eye on for later in the summer.
Interesting. All right, our movie guy, we appreciate you coming in. You can see Will's reviews here Sunday mornings on 10 News Weekend. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Always good seeing you. Maybe a good night for one.